Alright, so I made the video the other day about my account getting hacked, and it was supposedly restored over the night while I was at work, and it's got home, so I'm going to check it out and make sure it works. It's kind of a good thing that it happened over the weekend, because I don't know if you can use the phone. Supposedly it takes like an hour to get through to somebody on the phone, but I used the open ticket thing, and they responded within like a day, and then you have to confirm that you want to roll back your character, and it takes like another day. So I was at work all day anyway, so it didn't really matter for me. And I did get the authenticator on my phone. Oh shit! 20 numbers. Okay, that number's not going to be valid by the time you see this video anyway, so it doesn't matter. I think that's how it works. I'm going to cut that part out, just in case. Anyway, supposedly I got a good save point because I had this 1080 DPS bow that Spam gave me, and okay, I'm going to start frepsing and make sure my character has all the stuff on it. No. 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 What? No. No. Okay. So there's my monk. I guess that's the gear it's supposed to have. Eh? Is that the right gear? I don't even know. Because I found some other gear in the meantime that I was wearing temporarily. No way, I did empty all my stuff off. See, I had like an auction going, and it was like over 1 million gold bid on it, on an amulet that I found. So I gave Spam, wait, it's new quest markers, like it's a brand new game, like it's giving me tutorial stuff, like they reset my whole game or something. Does it still have like my controls set where I changed my controls to hit A instead of Alt to show items on the ground. Okay, that is my bow. Anyway, looks like I got my stuff back, but for how long? That is the key. Why is my damage only 1082? Oh, I'm wearing Magic Find gear. Okay. That's more like it. Okay, so my account has been restored. All joking aside, there's still some problems that I have with the way this shit works. Where to start? Where to start? A lot of people don't think this is real. A lot of people are just saying that people are making fake reports of being hacked, and that's not true. Obviously, I got hacked, and a lot of people I've been talking to have been hacked, even people with authenticators. So even having an authenticator might not even matter. So that's a concern. Here's the thing, that like people got hacked within like 5 days of the game coming out, and already when you tell Blizzard that you got hacked, they send you an email that they've pre-written out, and it talks about the Real Money Auction House and how you won't be able to use it. So obviously they've already expected people to get hacked because they already pre-wrote these little emails out before the auction house has even gone live. So obviously they knew from the start you're going to get hacked. So their security is shit. So if that's true, how are you going to trust them with your PayPal account info for the Real Money Auction House? How do you even trust Blizzard to not just generate their own rare items with perfect stats and put them on the auction house so they get money? Because it's real money. Blizzard's greedy fucks. Why would you trust them with your PayPal account, or not to fake items, or to even give your account info out to gold farmers for all we know? They may be getting a percentage. Or I even had this idea that maybe they're just taking all of our gold and stuff just so we will buy authenticators to sell authenticators for $7 a pop for those people that don't use an Android phone. Possible, but I think that's probably unlikely because they could just make their own gold. But then again, it's just to get us to buy the thing for $7 a pop, because there's millions of people and $7 a pop, that's a lot of money. So why the hell would anybody trust Blizzard at this point? They're obviously incompetent. But the weird thing about it was when I got hacked, my control got changed where I had one little button changed for where I hit A instead of Alt to show items on the ground, I think is the only thing I changed. For some reason that got reset, I think, by the hackers. Like, why would the hackers do that? And people on my friends list got removed. Like, why would hackers bother taking... Okay, people that are online while they're hacking, they don't want them to see them hacking, so they remove people off your friends list that are playing live at 3 a.m. when I got hacked. That's why they removed my friends. But here's the thing. I had money, gold, in my auction house still to be moved to the stash. Why didn't they take that gold? Probably because they weren't actually logged onto my account. They were using a session hijack. People, like, if you're in a public game with somebody, supposedly they can get your session ID. I don't think I've ever played in a public game, though. I've played in games with friends where somebody I didn't know that was maybe friends with somebody else joined, but I don't think I was ever in a public game. Although we did have this idea of doing that thing in one of my previous videos where we pulled a lot of Inferno mobs into Tristram and then opening the game to the public so people can come in and get raped just to troll them, which is a really good idea. I like that. That's funny. Maybe even if you can get to Inferno on hardcore, do that and get people to like lose their hardcore characters just to troll them. That would be funny as hell. But I don't think I played on a public game yet, and I haven't been to any like... People say that it's only people that look for Diablo hacks and bots that are on these suspicious websites. I haven't been looking at any hacks and bots. I haven't even been following fucking Blizzard's notes on Diablo in the last 6 months. I haven't really given a shit, because I expected it to be bad, and it was. If you play Diablo 2, the game is not nearly as good as Diablo 2 was, with the exception of you don't have to put potions in your belt, and you don't have to pick up gold manually. Diablo 2 did everything better. Like, I tried to play Diablo 2 the other day when my account was hacked and I couldn't play, and it's just so much gold farming spam. As soon as you make a new game, people just flood in and just messages all over the place. Unless you get like a filter script and filter the messages out, you can't even play the game because there's so much hacking. Diablo 1 had duping that was just in the game because of bad coding. Diablo 2 had hacks out of the ass if you weren't on ladder, and even if you were on ladder, there were still a lot of hacked runes and rune words. So Blizzard has a bad reputation for security, and here they are saying that session hacking or session ID hijacking isn't even a real possibility. It can't even happen, they're saying. Bullshit, that can't happen. It's not like everybody that's had a hack has a keylogger on their system. I don't think they even need that. I don't think they need the authenticator password, and even if they did, let's say the authenticator supposedly prevents hacks. Why then, if they have your password, couldn't they just go onto battle.net, put in your password, log onto your account, and attach their own authenticator to it, or download the authenticator from your account, and then they've got the authenticator too, because they had your password to get in. Why doesn't that doesn't even make sense that authenticators would even work? And there's videos of people going on to, like, they've been hacked and they see their recently people they've recently played games with, they don't recognize them and they're level 1. So obviously that's people that they were transferring items or gold to. I don't think they're transferring any items, because these people that are doing the hacks, they're not auctioning off items to the auction house, because that'd probably get them traced somehow and they could figure it out. But if you watch videos, like there's this video of this guy, he's a barbarian, he's in the bottom of Tristram, he's standing in town, he just stands there and doesn't do anything, and they've joined this guy because he's on the recently played list, right? He's somebody that hacked him. And you'll see some guy come into the game, and they'll inspect him, they'll see all his items, and he'll walk up to the vendor, and he'll vendor trash all of the items that the character is wearing. So they don't even, if you're wearing like something that's worth 1 million gold, or however much gold it's worth, they don't care. They sell it for like 200-300 gold, and the gold that you already have on you, and they give all that gold to the gold farming mule that they're hacking you with. So there's not actually taking your items and then auctioning them off for like their value. They're just getting shit gold from it, plus the gold that you already had. But the guys that hacked me, they didn't take anything in my stash, I don't think. Maybe they don't have access to the stash. Maybe when they use a session ID that it doesn't let them open the stash for some reason. The gems and stuff were all there. My staff of hurting was still there. There might have been a few items missed from the stash. I couldn't really tell. But I don't think it would even do you any good if you were to just leave your Diablo 3 running all the time, because I've seen videos where people have been playing and they get knocked off and it says another computer has logged onto your account, and you get knocked off and then they hack you that way. So that doesn't work. Authenticators probably don't work, but I've heard things about, like in World of Warcraft, every new patch that comes out, people lose accounts all over the place because everybody starts hacking. And there's nothing Blizzard could do about it. With authenticators, I don't know, but supposedly every time a new patch comes out in WoW, everybody gets hacked. So why the hell would you trust Blizzard with real money auction house? Like right now, I only feel about 10% safer having this authenticator on my phone. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to do shit. Probably get hacked again. All of you out there, I expect all of you will eventually be hacked. If you've seen the videos of people doing this, it's like every 30 seconds a new character would come into the game and sell all your items and transfer the guild. So every 30 seconds somebody's getting hacked. And eventually your number will come up and you'll get hacked too. And a lot of you will be pissed about it. There'll probably be some suicides over it. I mean, I don't really care because I didn't really like Diablo 3 that much. But even then, it's like, even if you're level 60, you can pretty much get some items pretty easy. Just using your skills, going like Nightmare Hell, work your way back up. I got friends that donated me some shit. And like, the stuff that I got in the interim between when I got hacked and when they rolled me back, I had to like transfer over because I knew I was going to lose that. Heard of one guy that was level 52 and he got hacked and they rolled him back and he was level 23 because apparently he left his game on running all day long and he didn't like quit the game to make a new save point for them to roll back to. So a lot of fucked up shit going on and Blizzard's not even admitting it's a problem. There's also a friend of mine, Diablostorm, has this huge post, which I'll link in the description, of just things that he's noticed about the game that are wrong and need to be fixed. And I don't know if it's things that are comparing it to Diablo 2. I think it's just things that are fucked up that need to be fixed. but I'll put a link to that, and you can check out some of that stuff. At first, when I saw Craft Chest hadn't played Diablo 2 or Diablo 3, because he used to play Diablo 2 all the time, I was like, what's wrong with Craft Chest? He must be out of his mind. But now, I'm starting to think he might be a genius. Maybe he's figured this shit out from the start. He knew what he was doing. So one more thing really quickly, and I'll end the video. I'm going to make a prediction, because if you saw the last patch where Blizzard changed the thing when you joined Diablo 3, it didn't used to put you in a chat room automatically, but now it puts you in general chat, and if you want to leave, you got to type /leave to get out of the general chat. And what is general chat full of? Gold farming spam bots. So it kind of makes sense that Blizzard might be working with gold farmers somehow, if you follow that train of logic. But I think the next thing they're going to do is, instead of like now, if you make your own game, like if you pick a quest and you make your own game, you have to open the game up to the public to allow the public in. I think they're going to change it where it's automatic, like when you make a new game, it's open to the public until you close it. Because that's the way out Diablo 2 worked. Like if you make a new game, people just instantly join your game and start spamming you with gold farming links and stuff. So I think that's the next thing they're going to do, is they're going to make everything pretty much where you have to see ads from gold selling sites and stuff. I don't know why they're so interested in making us see ads that are not even supposedly Blizzard supported, but that seems to be what they're doing. I don't know why they would do that. They should at least put it in the options, like join general chat on start. Click yes or no. But no, that's not how they did it. Suspicious. And it also goes to show you how long it takes them to test things and beta test things. When the game came out, okay, if you haven't seen these Blackrock ledgers in Act 2 that drop off this random event where there's a ship that's supposed to be like referencing the TV show Lost, so they must have been working on this for years. If like Lost was off the air like last year or the year before, it's been gone for like 2 years. Nobody's even talking about Lost. It's not even really a topic of conversation anymore. And yet there's all this stuff about this Blackrock ledger, which is from this boat in the TV show Lost, and the tornadoes are supposed to have something to do with the smoke monster, and you get these 6 pages, which are all the lottery numbers that Hurley had on the show. I don't know what happens when you get all 6 pages. I only have like 3 of them right now, but why are they referencing Lost? It's not even on the news. It's not even like topical anymore. That's how long it takes them to get shit done.